Are you a final year engineering student? Or are you a final year student studying BCom, BSc, BAc, BSc IT or some other related courses? Or are you a working professional with a 1 or 2 years of work experience? You're thinking what's next for you? Come, let's check this out. Hello everyone, this is Salman Munaf Shah, founder of We Connect Overseas, your counselor. Don't call me that, you can call me your dost, your friend, your buddy, because that's exactly how we love it. So, being a dost buddy to more than 2,500 plus students in the last 3 years, it has given us a sense of responsibility, for shaping the bright future ahead. And that's what a lot of students are mainly concerned about. The major issues which a student usually faces is that what country I'm supposed to select, what course should I look at, how are my loans and finances will be taken care of, my visas and the other things related to this. So we say you are exactly at the right place, and that's what we say you are at We Connect Overseas, your study abroad partner. So Sal says a lot of things about abroad studies to his students on in office meet or maybe on a Google Meet sessions which I take, and that's where we felt the need to let you guys also know what are those things which we discuss with our students. So now with this show, Sal says on Saturdays, we would like to focus and tell you everything which is important for a student planning abroad. So this Saturday in our first episode, we would like to bring you guys the top 10 reasons to study abroad. According to a report, it's estimated that around 1.8 million students are willing to spend over 85 billion US dollars by next year, which is 2024. That's a huge number, right? For students spending so much. And that's exactly why. And also, it comes to approximately 7 lakh crores, if I'm not wrong, Indian rupees. That's a huge amount. Also, I believe that Gen Zs are, more focused on being self-independent. They don't want to be dependent on anyone, and also they want to live life on their own terms. International exposure being the first point. Here, I believe that there's a lot of excitement with a lot of students when they plan their journey abroad. And there has to be some reason for this, right? That so many students are planning to go abroad. I believe the world's best in class facilities, the infrastructure, the professors, and also the people who they meet. Students meet people from different domains, different cultures, and that's the best thing what they're exposed to is all of this under one roof. And when this happens, with this exposure which a student gets with best in class facilities, with infrastructure, it absolutely helps in his professional growth. And that's exactly what we expect the student to have. And a lot of students these days are getting access to all of these facilities. Point number two, course options. When we talk about different course options abroad, there are ample opportunities for students, which gives them a freedom of choice, which is not so much applicable here. That is exactly the reason why, when a student plans to go abroad, course selection becomes a very, very important point. Abroad, when we talk, there are ample courses available for maybe a CS computer science related subject, or maybe for creative arts, for psychology, for different types of subjects. There are ample opportunities as well. And the best thing I believe is that a student can opt for a core technical course, which is AI, CS, machine learning, all of these courses, or from civil background or automobile background as well. I believe that is one thing which a student usually looks at. Also, I feel a student is also having an option of management related topics like an MBA, MIM, business analytics, project management. So many course options the student has. And the best part about planning abroad and looking out for courses out there is that a student can have mixed courses as well. My favorite mixed course is Masters in Engineering Management, MEM as we call it. And trust me, for all of these courses abroad, there is a lot of demand. There is a lot of demand, and I believe that's exactly the reason why so many students are looking for this. So, when even if you're planning at any course related options, I believe talk to your counselor, take options, do your research well as well, There are ample opportunities of courses abroad. You need not worry at all. Reason number three, international faculties. International faculties gives you that richness in terms of diverse international knowledge. I've always believed that international faculties are more into research as well, always doing different types of things, meeting new people globally. That exposure which they have, it's not something which we get here. So that's exactly the reason why I feel every student will be more benefited अगर उनके पास कोई international professor का exposure मिल जाए. That is something which a lot of students wants, right? In terms of the knowledge also. So now say for example, imagine अगर आपके college में you have a faculty, you have an international faculty, you have so many professors who are into teaching, coaching, training, and also research. Imagine the knowledge that you will be getting out of these professors. That will eventually definitely help you for your personal growth and for your professional growth as well. And as I have also said, these professors will be a lot of help to you in terms for a lot of things as well. You can look for jobs as well, you can look out for RAs and TAs, research assistantship, teacher assistantship as well, which will help you in your scholarships as well some more. So having an international faculty for me is a blessing. So don't miss out on this opportunity, and that's exactly why I say this is one of the most important factor for a student to consider studying. Number four, makes you independent. I've always believed change is the only constant in life. And when you move out of your comfort zone mainly, that's where you've taken the first step towards success and reaching new heights as well. I've always been saying this to a lot of my students also, that when you move out, you will have to do everything on your own. You will have to take care of your household chores, your grocery shopping, your cleaning, laundry. यहाँ पर I mean, abroad, there is no mom, there is no dad, there is no brother, sister who's going to help you. If at all you have good brother, sisters here back home, they might help you as well. Otherwise, वहाँ पर आपके लिए कोई help नहीं करने वाला है. So कोई उम्मीद मत रखना that you will have someone who will help you as well. इसीलिए I always tell my student that you will have to be self dependent. आपको किसी पे depend रहना नहीं है वहाँ पे. And also in the whole process, I believe that it's okay, right? Even if you do things on your own, it's a new learning. It's something that you will be learning new, and trust me, when you get used to it, you don't want anyone. And that's where it's fun. When you are all self dependent and when you know that I alone can do all of these things as well. And that's the best part of life, trust me. Reason number five, part time jobs. Moving out of comfort zone is something which we spoke about some time back, right? It is a very important factor here as well, because here we are so used to getting a pocket money in hand, but abroad ना ना कोई पॉकेट मनी नहीं मिलती है. मम्मा डैडा पापा वहां पर हेल्प नहीं करने वाले हैं. पापा loves you a lot. He might help you here during your college days, which we were so used to as well, and which we are rather for a lot of students. But when you go outside, nothing, absolutely nothing. Nobody's gonna give you a pocket money every week or every month. You have to do everything on your own. Just time I discussed in the last point as well कि खुद करना पड़ेगा boss. यहाँ पर भी same चीज applicable है. To survive, I believe there are a lot of part-time job opportunities as well, like working in a restaurant, working in a parking lot, working in cafes, in supermarkets, on campus, off campus. So many opportunities are there, right? And trust me, it takes care of your finances. It takes care of your monthly expenses. I'll just explain quickly how. You get paid around 10 to $12, euros, pounds per hour. You are allowed to work 20 hours a week, right? Which means in a week you can earn around 200 euros, dollars, pounds. Which means in a month into four, because my maths is a little fine, we can look at 800 euros, 800 pounds, $800 minimum that we're talking about we're earning. A lot of students can work at part-time during weekends, when they can increase the working hours a little bit as well. But yeah, you can earn up to 800 to 1000 euros, pounds, dollars minimum. And that's exactly what I say. Your monthly living expenses more or less could be taken care in your part-time jobs only. This makes you independent, and that's the beauty. You need not be dependent on anyone. Absolutely, go there, do it on your own, earn, spend, save. That's the mantra which should be for part-time jobs. Also, one small experience I wanted to share with you all. I remember I was in my 12th grade back then, and I was visiting a supermarket with my dad. And I met a few of my college friends there who were studying with me in 12. They were working there part time, and they were so embarrassed when they saw me and my dad. So my dad eventually called them, obviously, and so dad just spoke with them and just asked them that you guys are working here full time, part time. So dad was so happy to see them working, and when we left from there, dad just told me one thing, कि सलू अगर उनके बदले तू वहां पर होता ना तो I would have been more happy. And that hit me really really hard. And that's exactly what I am trying to tell my students as well now, that working, it's not a problem at all. Whatever job you do, nobody knows you, so it's okay. And you are in that age when it's fine. And I always believe that no job is a small job. So that's something which I wanted to share with you guys. I would love to see my students as well going out, working there, and earning well as well. And this is a fantastic chance, fantastic opportunity as well for everyone to earn and make a good living. Reason number 6, employability. This is one of the best discussion which I have with a lot of my students, because during enrollment, during the process, the first thing which they ask or their parents are mainly looking at as well is, sir, job milega kya pakka? This is something which is, we are so used to a placement culture. We are so used to being spoon fed everything कि सर यहाँ पे हमारा हो ही जाएगा, यहाँ पे आप देख लो प्लेसमेंट आ जाएगा, जॉब हो जाएगा and all that. But when we go abroad, absolutely there is no spoon feeding at all. Students need to do everything on their own. That's exactly what I said in the previous points as well. Makes you independent. You need to do things on your own, part-time things on your own. Here, full-time job also, absolutely on your own, boss. No one's gonna come and help you there also. Yeah? You'll be having your friends, but I don't prefer taking help from friends as well. अगर मिल रहा है तो क्यों नहीं? But you should be self-dependent. Absolutely, you need to look for a lot of online portals as well, which you can check. Be it Simply Hired, be it LinkedIn, and a few other portals as well, which you can check. Right? Job fairs is something which is so important. Right? And also, being in the college, you are exposed and you are meeting so many international faculties as well. In that, you can speak with a lot of your professors as well. There are a lot of guest lectures happening also. You can talk to them with respect to, are there any internship opportunities which you can start with and later get into hired full time as well. So abroad, absolutely no spoon feeding, boss. No spoon feeding at all. But to my surprise, the graduation ratio to employment ratio in abroad is a lot more as compared to our country. That is very surprising, because we feel कि हमको यहाँ पे job मिल जाता है, India easy है, placement drives है, but a student who's working so hard to get that job abroad, still the rate and the ratio rather is very high abroad. And that's exactly when a student appears for an interview, he gets the best of the packages. For packages, I need not say it more. When I've had freshers in USA having packages of around starting from 80,000 to $85,000 annually. Right? When it comes to UK, 40,000 pounds. When at Ireland, we recently had a student for Ireland having a package of 52,000 euros annually. Absolutely, yes. It was, we were so happy, the student was so happy as well, because we remember the process when we started. The same exact same doubt his dad had कि सलमान सर, अगर मेरा बच्चा बाहर जाता है तो उसको जॉब मिलेगा. Now after a year and a half, we are so happy to know for the fact that he's got a offer letter of 52,000 euros. Right? So this makes us happy, and I believe the all the hard work which a student goes through, right from planning to that dream, rather not a dream, I would say it's a thought. It's a thought which starts the student when he wants to go abroad, till the time he reaches there, gets through a job, and the packages which comes, everything falls in place once you try doing it. And that's exactly why I say no spoon feeding at all. खुद से करोगे तो उसके benefits आपको definitely मिलने हैं. Reason number 7, easy loan finance. So there's a myth, I believe, with a lot of students who I speak with. They also say that, sir, loan मेरा नहीं हो पाएगा. I want to go abroad. I absolutely want to study abroad, but loan very difficult because I belong to a middle class family. So मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा. That's absolutely a myth, I believe, because we have so many loan options available these days. We have private banks like IDFC, Axis, HDFC Credila. We have NBFCs, which are non-banking finance partners like Auxilo Finserv, Avance Financial, and a lot of them, giving unsecured loan, which means without property mortgage at all. And trust me, they don't take property. No property mortgage, and you can easily get a loan of maximum up to 75 lakhs. That's a huge amount, right? If a student is planning for maybe a 2 years masters in USA with a bare minimal co-applicant income, a 75 lakhs unsecured loan is absolutely possible. And we've had students, we've had cases, a lot of them in the past, when they had lost all hopes कि सर नहीं हो पाएगा, आज के बाद से मतलब हमारा प्लान हमें ड्रॉप करना पड़ेगा. But not at all. We have so many lenders, the ones which I've just named, helping students, and with them the documentation, everything is so easy these days that an unsecured loan of 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 75 lakhs as well is absolutely possible. So what I'm just trying to tell you here is that even if you have 1% प्लान कि सर मुझे पढ़ना है, मुझे बाहर जाना है, और अगर दिमाग में कहीं से ये चीज या किसी फ्रेंड ने, कॉलीग ने, किसी ने बता लिया कि बॉस यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू गो, यू डोंट हैव दैट थिंग इन यू टू गो, फंड्स का इशू हो जाएगा आपको, नॉट एट ऑल. अगर कोई ये डाउट अगर आपको बता रहा है, come to me, you can come to us, you can contact us with the team. We will help you with the finest possible options. Trust me, it's possible. Just think that you have to do it. Rest, we will take care of it. So loans, not a problem at all, and that's exactly why I say it is one of the most important reason to study abroad. Easy finance is very much available with us. Reason number 8, scholarships. I've seen that loans and scholarships are more so interrelated always. I speak with so many students again, but they're very scared to come directly and ask me कि sir scholarship available है कि नहीं है. Very few of them do, but we always tell them that when you are applying for an abroad study process, scholarship is very much available. We have so many students trying for that and getting good number of scholarships as well. You might want to know that there are a lot of different types of scholarships as well. There is full-time scholarship, there is full pay, full scholarships, part scholarships, merit-based scholarship, country-specific scholarship, subject-specific scholarship, which a student can absolutely avail during the time of their process. And one thing which I've felt, that scholarship does not necessarily mean that you need to have a very good CGPA. Okay, it depends on your complete overall profile, which means your CGPA, your GRE score, your IELTS score, and everything is being taken care when it comes to your scholarship, right? So my only thing to you students who are planning as well, talk to your counselor about which scholarships are available openly in that country, and ask them about more, what is the amount as well that we can look at as well. Recently in the last intake, 2022 intake, we've had around 16 to 17 students getting a scholarship of minimum 4,000 pounds in UK. Like 17 students last year, I remember, went to UK in 2022. We've had this amount of scholarship. So that's exactly what I'm saying. It does not depend on only your CGPs. It depends on a lot of things, and if you do it well, if you do your process right, if you do your search right, and if you speak with your counselor more, absolutely scholarships are available. At times we can also look at 100% scholarships as well. To know more, you can definitely connect with our counselors and experts who can help you out with the complete process. Reason number 9, friends are family. So my mom always used to say that, Sallu, school में अच्छे friends बनाओगे तो अच्छी life रहेगी, आगे का future भी अच्छा रहेगा. I somewhat agree to what mom says that फ्रेंड्स भी ज़रूरी होते हैं, अच्छे फ्रेंड्स बनाना उससे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी होता है. So when I talk to my students now, I remember what my mom had said, right? And I tell my students that when you go abroad, आपके पास आपकी फैमिली नहीं है. You don't have your parents, you don't have your brothers, sisters, everyone who can help you as well. Your personal growth and your professional growth both will be taken care by your friends. Trust me. It might sound a little weird now कि सर ये कैसे हो जाएगा, but when you are there, you will realize the fact that you will have to stay with them for an entire year or 2 years as well. So everything changes there as well. So when you go there, make good friends, people who you are comfortable with from different countries as well, from different origins as well. It's absolutely fine. You just need to see what and how it will help in your personal and professional growth as well. Reason number 10, self discovery. After briefing all the fundamental points that we've discussed some time back, I believe studying abroad is a very transformative process. When we see a student who's planning, going abroad, doing so many things, working in part time jobs, looking for full time jobs, staying alone without their family, with friends, doing things on their own, being self dependent there, and not being dependent on their friends, family, or anyone else as well, right? This, when a student or when a person does this, it brings out the best in him. You are so used to being in your comfort zone, like we spoke sometime back in a few other points as well. Moving out of your comfort zone is fun, and that's what, when you go abroad, when you do things on your own, you self discover your own self. All of these points a student can understand when he is out there doing things on his own. So, a lot of things which you also don't know about your own self could be discovered when you are outside, when you are all on your own. So, I believe self discovery is a very beautiful thing to happen. In the end, when you plan so many things in life, sir, मुझे ये करना है, मुझे वो करना है, मैं ऐसे होना है, वैसे करना है. After a year, when my student comes back, जब यहाँ पर when I meet them after a year, after 2 years, that self discovery वाला phase is there, and I'm so happy meeting my students here, because it is not the same student who I have met the first time, who I met at my office or on Google Meet. And that's where I feel privileged and I feel happy that, there's a lot of new things which has come to him. And he's grown as a person, as a student, and as a human as well. And that's where I say self discovery is the most beautiful thing which every single student should experience in life. So let's get in touch. We'll be more than happy to assist you in all your queries, all your doubts at We Connect Overseas. So see you all on the upcoming Saturdays on Sal Sales on Saturdays. SSOS. This is Salman Shah signing off.